Today we'll be trying to get 3 wins with the Reef-lux 450 Deco, what seems to be really just a straight up downgrade from the regular Reef-lux 450. You have a splash wall, which on paper sounds pretty nice. You can use it to extend your range a little bit on maps that aren't too hilly or things like that. I'm really not great at using walls on anything other than the shooter type weapons, so I'm probably not going to use it too much, certainly not effectively, maybe just a stall or things like that. And for our wonderful special, we get the best special in the game, not really, the Reef Slider. Now you can't do anything at range unless you have a flat slope and people can't get away from your explosion. But if any of those are true and they can get away, or it's, completely hilly, like the splash wall doesn't play too well with, then you're not going to be really reaching too far with it. So maybe you can use it as a panic explosion. I think most of the time people just use this for zones cheese though. The damage is okay at range, especially if you've nipped them with one of your random stray shots and haven't actually finished them off yet. But it's Reef Slider. You're going to die out of it if anyone's nearby and they avoid the explosion, or if there's a longer ranged weapon on the enemy team, or there's a lot of bombs going off. So it's not that great. It has very niche uses, but I'd rather have something different. Either way, the goal is 3 wins. And if we get 3 in a row without any losses, we'll go for a 4th one. I'll see you in the first match. All right, match number 1. I am going into this without any practice, so this might not end very well. I think our goal here is just get our special charged and paint the zone. It's going to be our game plan at the very least. We do have that jump charge, which is nice. I'm going to try to use that a little bit if I do get in close enough, but right now I think just painting zone is going to be good here. They're throwing a lot of bombs at zone, but it's not going to matter if I'm just constantly painting over them and moving, making sure I'm not getting clipped by those splat bombs. I've got someone over here now, so I'm going to try to maybe help out in a fight. Didn't actually need to. I mean, I guess I could have maybe helped them survive at the very least. Try to get this and just paint. There's a stamp behind me, so that's fine. Really probably should have done some aiming drills with this. I don't think it's going to go very well. But we'll see. We'll see. If I do too terribly, I'll probably take a good minute to actually practice, but modes do change in like 20 minutes, something like that. So I did want to get this zones rotation out and hopefully not have to do a weirder rotation with it. Teammates get a nice kill there. There's a brush though, so I'm going to just try to paint. This is all I've been doing the entire match. It's been helping, I guess. We have a lot of Slayers on our team, so I guess if, I have to be the painter, I have to be the painter. I'm just going to paint over this. Try to keep it painted back up. Maybe I can actually shred this somewhat decently. Not really. I think I'm just gonna be the painter, honestly. Stamp took the wide way around, which is good for me. Unfortunately, died of the bomb. All right, they are in control. They've got a lot of people up. We only have one guy up, and he's starting to fight on his own. He's actually taking a somewhat defensive position. I might try to come in and help him out if I need to. Again, I think just painting here is going to be the biggest help, so our teammates actually have room to slay and move. We don't have the longest range in the world, so it's probably nicer for them to have some space to move instead of fighting with them. I mean, if we have enough paint, then I can fight with them, but right now I think this is the biggest priority. All right, they're throwing storm at zone, so they might actually try to press. I'll actually get a charge hold here. Not quite used to how the delay is on the charge hold, so I might not try to do any trick shots with that because I don't think that'll end very well. All right, we're going to pop this. Won't get a kill, but it will kind of cover zone a little bit. Again, I'm not really zones cheesing because we really haven't had to. And I don't want to immediately do that. Maybe it'd be better to have quick respawn with that because you're getting your special pretty quickly anyways and you're saving it. So getting it immediately isn't always the main requirement. I'm just going to try to do this. Unfortunately, there was a well-placed fizzy there that just caught me off guard. We are down to 17, which is good. I might just jump in here and get splatted. We're fine. Get this charge going. I think I want to do some quick charges. That's not great. We don't like that. Yeah, bombs are getting annoying now. All right, we get a kill from inside the bubble. I guess that's cool. Didn't expect it. That's for sure. All right, get an assist because we're just being a madman and just tap firing everywhere. I guess that's fine. Careful. Keep doing this. I know this is not the most engaging content, but it's working somewhat. We have failed at some points because I've just been completely terrible at actually fighting. Maybe I just need to stay in our zone and paint. Hold on. Punish this, maybe. Good. Just try to get around a corner and use slider and maybe it'll get a kill. It's been working somewhat, so you know what? Fun. Oh boy, blaster. All right, he got it out after he died, but I think that was probably just a little bit of lag. Teammates are doing such a great job of slaying that we don't really have to worry too much. We'll take our first win. All right, match number 2. We are a bit outranged this time, so this one may not be as fun. We do have a wall to use when we aren't ranged, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not very good at using it, but maybe I don't have to be. We can just kind of get behind here and start painting like crazy. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, Hydra's on the right then. Don't quite get a kill there, but our teammate might be able to combo something. We don't have that much range on our team. Longest range is kind of the similar jet squelcher range of the squeezer, if I can remember what it's called, but that's not going to end that well. All right, well, I guess a trade. I might be lagging a little bit because that's the second time something has just happened secondarily. And to be fair, that does come out fairly quickly. And they're not invincible during it, so it could be mistaked pretty easily. Alright, get a kill there, that's nice. Was able to at the very least outrange him. E-leader's gonna have a hard time reaching me if I keep backing up, so I might try to just do something there. That didn't really work out the way I had hoped. Teammates are doing a pretty good job of cleanup though, so that's good. All right, good kill. I think this guy's still over here, so I'm gonna try to recover. Yeah, I'm definitely lagging because that was I was behind cover there, so that's not good. Hopefully that fixes itself at some point. Problem here is that I just cannot get in anywhere at all without constantly being threatened, which isn't fun, especially for this weapon, which is shorter ranged. I guess I should probably try to jump a little more. Certainly not in the E-leader sight lines, or else I will just be splatted by it. But hopefully I can maybe be a little more effective combat-wise. I don't have the best range. I'm far from it, actually, but it's probably still okay, right? All right, that's good at the very least. I think I'll just work on this here until someone finds me out. Yeah, we're just constantly being sharked by this one, dualies, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, maybe try to help out here. Good job. I'm not really carrying my weight. Oh, I took damage from something, I guess, in the beginning, and I just had enough damage on me to die to 2 shots there, which is unfortunate. I think we're starting to see why this weapon struggles a bit whenever you're outranged completely, because there's not much you can do other than just suicide slider in and hope it works, I guess, at the very least. All right, if I die here, that's fine. I actually got 2 kills, which is good. That's the Hydra. Hopefully I don't die to it. I guess we can set up here. That worked out somewhat. I'll throw this one down and just try to stall maybe. I see someone down here. However, I don't want to lose this ground completely, so we'll see what I have to do. All right, didn't hit any shots there. I did see an X though, so it was possible, but it didn't happen. Just gonna keep waiting here, honestly. Throwing out walls to distract the Hydra from actually shooting my teammates. It's working out somewhat. I'm probably dead here though. I need to get out of zone if I'm gonna die though. We did take the lead, which is good, but they're all taking over zone again, which isn't good. Yeah, we're not gonna win that one. Again, it's just, especially on brine water, the map is not favored against mid short ranged weapons when the enemy team has 2 very long ranged weapons. Certainly didn't play well there. Obviously could have played better, but I'm not sure how much more that would have done to help out. Maybe if I zone cheesed a little bit more. In fact, I didn't do it at all, but I'm more afraid of dying, which I guess I shouldn't be if I'm going to try that playstyle. All right, match number 3. We are once again outranged, but not as much this time. The only one is the E-leader, so that's good. As long as we can handle him, which, you know, now we don't have to deal with multiple long-range sight lines, that should be fine. He can still reach over here, which isn't great. Nor fun as much, but that's what you get into on this map. In fact, he can even reach us if we jump, which is not fun. All right, so like I said last time, I need to be a little bit less afraid and just try to zone cheese a little more whenever the time seems opportune. The bad part is that I am outranged by most of these weapons, and if I cannot land a clean, good shot, yeah, I'm not going to do very well here, so we'll see. Okay, missed that. It's okay. Shouldn't die to this. I'm fine if I actually distract him because our teammate can get the kill, so that's good. Stay away. What do I want to do here? I do not like the E-leader. I really don't. All right, we get a kill. That's good. Just don't die to this leader. I'll take the aggro, I guess. That's fine. All right, fair enough. I'm going to back up, though. I think I've done my job well enough to maybe just kind of stall. I don't want to overstay my welcome too much because I'm just going to get punished for it. All right, we're down to 36, which is good. That's really good, honestly. Especially since it does kind of feel just a bit rough fighting this long-range charger, but I think we're fine. I think he sees me, so I'm going to back up out of his range. Block this left side for my friend. Make sure they can't reach him. Oh boy, don't like this. I'm going to try to just paint as much as possible. Zones cheese, please. Nope, didn't work. All right, fair enough. Maybe should have done that a little bit earlier. I'm not sure at which point, and they may have actually nerfed it at some point where it doesn't paint the whole zone. Still paints a decent amount and it will stall. And if you do have a little bit of paint on the other side, then that's good. Don't die to this, please. I'm gonna hold a charge here. All right, unfortunate, but oh well. Just have to get in at some point. All right, back in control. That's good. Run right into the brush. It's my bad. I knew he was there. I didn't know if he was gonna go back or not. Probably shouldn't have assumed so because brushes don't normally retreat that often. Especially if they're not that threatened. Alright, so we just completely failed there. And that's, again, why I really don't like fighting e-leaders. Because once it gets in, there's not really much you can do with this weapon. Sure, you can throw walls out, but it's not fun. Alright, match number 4. Hopefully I don't play like complete garbage this time. We do have, thankfully, a charger duel, so it's not going to be that terrible. We can actually deal with a shorter range charger too, which is nice. A little bit better. Maybe not as much, but at the very least, they don't get an entire vantage point over the map like they do in Brine Water. So we can handle that a little better. We actually have some counterplay options that isn't just, you know, hopefully sneak up to them. All right, well, didn't land a single shot there. So I think you can tell just how good I am with this weapon at actually landing shots, even when tap firing. All right, try to maybe counter this or do something of value. Never mind, there's a bomb. Well-placed bomb. Kind of what you expect when you reef slide straight into the zone. You can't really expect anything else than maybe capping zone, but even then, that doesn't always happen. All right, we've got zone capped, thankfully, because I can paint at the very least. That doesn't take too much skill to just paint over things. So I might try to just stick with that, being the only good thing I can do. All right, we got this guy. I'm just going to wall there and back up and try to keep zone painted over. I'm not quite sure what his goal's going to be. So I'm just going to maybe stay over here and shoot out some shots. Maybe get a random stray bullet to hit. Keep this painted over here. Chargers on the left, I think. Maybe our friend gets him with the splashdown. That's really good. I'm going to keep just working on paint and maybe helping out my teammate. Teammate's just doing a very good job. So that's good. In fact, guess what? We're on the enemy team from last time, so... maybe that's why we're doing well. All right, stay back here. I'm just gonna wall out here. That's fine. Keep this paint up. I guess just kind of stalling here is going to be my game plan to be effective at all. Our teammates are just kind of carrying, which again, not great. Doesn't feel great, but I'm very happy that it's happening at the very least. All right, just pop this and stall. They had a disconnect, but it was way too late to matter. There's our second win. Nothing we did actually mattered there, but our teammates were good enough to just carry us, so I'm happy with that. All right, match number 5. This is more my speed. Very low damage weapons other than the blaster, so they're going to have a lot of paint, a lot of torpedoes, but at the very least, I'm fast at tap firing, so we'll be able to get those off the screen pretty quickly as long as they're aimed at us. If they're not aimed at us, I can't really guarantee anything, because they might just explode too quickly for it to actually matter, but I am going to try to be annoying with this. Don't, please. Okay, that was my bad. I could have jumped over the wave breaker very easily, but I just did not press B in time. This might be an interesting match here, because they're going to be very aggressive probably. And I do not feel confident in my skills to actually hit things. Back up. I think just attacking at range and trying to stall here is going to be our best bet. Stay behind wall. Paint over him. Try to get him, but we both get killed by the blast, which is a little sad. And of course, here I am with a special that really isn't that useful in actually getting kills or anything like that. Outside of the maybe off chance they do something that's easily punishable. But, you can't always hope for that to happen. All right, I think I'm going to try to get some space as quick as possible here and not just immediately die. All right, pop this here. I exploded it a little early, but I think it'll be fine. We scared them off enough to get control, so they'll have a penalty at the very least. Yeah, I think we're just going to... I don't know. We have a lot of painting weapons, so... Fair enough. Yes, again, I could be trying a lot harder to actually land charged shots, but I feel like it's more consistent for me to actually land uncharged shots than try to charge at all. That carried with me. I thought I was going to be out of the range too. Oh, I'm just playing like a clown today. I apologize. Especially if I just held neutral there, I would have been fine, but I did not. All right. Yeah, they're being very aggressive, which is a bit of a problem. I might die to this. Stay back. Hold wall. Yeah, the blaster is getting annoying, especially with the AoE. I mean, that's really all these juniors are doing, which is annoying. I had hoped that the startup would have not been that long, but I guess it is. I'm still not too used to Reef Slider and how long it actually takes to start up. Remember, I didn't practice this weapon at all before going into this. I just kind of came in and hoped something would go well. It's not really doing that. I'm playing terribly, but I didn't really expect this kit to go well anyways, so I guess it's just kind of par for the course for these weird kits. All right, I'll take a trade there, but actually get the kill, which is nice. Again, I don't mind being a paint bot up front, even though we have 2 paint bots, so it's probably not that needed. I think the scariest thing is just going to be the special rush. All right, counter that. At the very least, they can't zone cheese because we countered it. Double waves happening right now. Hopefully, one of these shots will hit. I probably shouldn't have been jumping as much. It's probably more reliable to hit the vertical, or not the vertical, but the horizontal ones. Especially in that situation where if I'm aiming correctly, I don't really have a chance of it flying off to the left or right to actually hit the right thing. I'm going to paint for my Splatling friend here so he can actually swim. I think that's going to be a big deal for him. All right, they lost control, so I'm going to try to close in for the paint here. Good. We're not in the lead. We're very close to getting lead, though. Unfortunately, tap shots don't have the range for that. Again, if I would charge maybe a little bit, it would be better. I don't know. I don't trust myself at all. Especially after using well string where you're not immediately aiming at things and you're more aiming just for AoE. It's not going to feel great. And walls don't matter here because they don't outrange us, so it's more of an up-close thing. And my goodness, these torpedoes are becoming the bane of my existence. Like, seriously, stop spamming the torpedoes. It's not even that good. It just gets on your nerves. And I guess it's the mind games of it. But charge, I guess, just doesn't feel fast enough to keep up with the rush. Yeah, didn't get to stop it in time, so we'll go to game 5. Again, just not fun. Not really fun having to deal with that. And again, if I played better, would have done better, but I'm not sure how much better it would have been. All right, next match. We're not having to deal with a bunch of torpedoes, so I guess that's nice. We are in Rainmaker, though, because it took way too long to actually get a win. So I might try to actually charge a little more. However, the paint might actually be fairly useful here, so we'll see. I need to switch back and forth between it whenever it's useful, but I don't quite trust myself to be good enough with shots to switch back and forth constantly. All right, survived there somehow. However, there was a brush behind me, so hopefully our teammate gets him. It wasn't a brush, it was a Tri-Slosher. Tri-Slosher without the cooler, but it still has respawn Punisher, so that's interesting. Don't see that very often. However, I have seen plenty of .52 gals with respawn Punisher, which is odd. I don't know if they've seen me, but okay, well, I guess the Tri-Slosher keeps seeing me, so that's not great. I need to slow down. I really just have no game plan here because I don't know what to do with this kit. Wall just doesn't feel that useful, I guess, so I'm not really too used to trying to use it to my advantage. All right, not even gonna bother fighting that. Throw wall out and try to just defend with it. And make sure we're not losing space with paint. We'll try that and see. All right, get him, which is good. The first actual charge kill I've gotten the entire episode. Just sad, I know, but what are you gonna do about it? Try to do a little more, I guess. All right, well played, Spawn. Good on them. I didn't expect it. All right, risky jump. Hopefully, though, I can maybe do something. I'd much rather have stamp on this. Again, I was playing Wellstring last time and just yearn for a special that actually does something of value. At the very least, gives you a little more agency than go in straight line and make big boom. All right, throw that out. Just paint. I really don't feel safe moving forward because anything's just going to shred me. All right, good job. Good job. I might try to move in with my teammate. All right, fair enough. I'm just going to back up. Try to stay away. Use my wall. The last little bit of health I had. Oh, nice. I'm glad that hit. We're going to paint this. I forgot it was Rainmaker because not much is happening. All right, good. Good deal. Good deal. I'm going to just start painting their base. Hopefully we maybe get wise and grab the Rainmaker. All right, this isn't going to end well, though, if we keep just stalling too long. All right. Yeah, we're not pushing as much as we should, so I guess I should probably grab this. However, we really don't have anyone alive still. We might be trying to slay a little much, actually, instead of making this push. I don't like going on the left here, but I don't know if the right's any better. Hold on. Cover me. All right, good. Pop this. Throw a little bit of chaos into the fray there at the very least. Nice. That was not intentional, but it did work. I don't really care if I die here. I just want to get a lot of points off, so that's fine with me. Got two people up front, so maybe try to slay. No, I don't think so. Not right now. Charger's gonna do Charger things. I guess I could wall here and actually get them a little closer in, but I don't like that uninkable, so I'm not gonna keep pressing there if no one else is over there. All right, Kraken's coming out, so I'm just gonna run away from it. I don't think he's gonna chase me up onto their platform, so that's cool. I need to keep an eye on where their Charger is. Tries on the right, double splatling on the left. I have a range here to actually hit, but it's a bit of fall off, so it's not probably going to do that much damage. And he has much more range than me, so he for sure can hit me. So we want to try to avoid that. Really not sure where their Charger's at. Just kind of has disappeared, I guess. Oh, I see it now. All right, try to cover my friend approaching. Someone's, I guess, a little upset because they were just standing there. Charger's over here. All right, fair enough. I'll just let him waste that in the corner, maybe. Back up. Okay. He saw me, which is good. Fair enough. We have a friend over in the corner there. Yeah, he's sharking. Okay, I'm not going to jump to him then because I don't want to ruin that for him. He got a trade too, which is great. It's going to slow their push enough to where we should be able to defend quite nicely. I might want to look for maybe getting a slider here. That way I can just use it, but our teammate gets the kill anyways. There's our third win. Very anticlimactic. Probably one of the worst episodes just because I didn't do very well. Even though we didn't do that too many games. But our teammates really carried us in the first two. And there's 3 wins with the Reef-lux 450 Deco. I think I've said enough about how horrible I just played today. But again, I didn't go in with practice. So I'm not actually really sure how much that would have changed things, honestly. I started hitting more shots in that final game. But every other match before it, I was just spamming tap shots. Which feels nice on paper. Especially if you're just playing Turf War or Splat Zones a little bit. It doesn't work always that well. But when you actually have to fight things, it just goes downhill, especially when you're having to fight a lot of AoE in that last match before the last match. If that makes any sense. Yeah, not great, but we got it done. I don't have to do it anymore. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time.